Hello viewers, this is me Rikila Srijesh from Zero Wave. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, please do like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press bell icon for further notifications. Today I came with the introduction part of chapter 2, fractions and decimals. Before move on to the topic, we will recall what you have learnt in your lower classes. What do you understand by fractions? Imagine there are 4 members in your family and one day evening your father brought a pizza, a large yummy pizza. How you are going to divide this pizza equally? See, this is a pizza. Okay? And you are going to divide this equally 4 parts. Equally 4 parts. Then how much part you will get? Only 1 part out of this 4. Right? That is 1/4 of this whole pizza you will get. Right? 1/4 of pizza you will get. And if your mother is also giving her share to you, then how much part you will get? 2 parts out of 4, right? 2 parts out of 4 we can represent as this way. Right? That is 2/4 part. 2/4 means 1/2 itself. Right? 2/4 part you will get. And also your father is also giving his share to you. Then how much part you will get? 3 part out of 4, right? Yes. So 3 part out of 4 you will get. If 4 of these parts you are getting, then you are getting the whole pizza, right? 4 out of 4. Okay, here you can see this 1/4, 2/4, 1/2, 3/4. These are known as fractions, right? So in this fraction you can see that this number above this line is known as numerator and the number below this line is known as denominator. 1/4 means the 1 part out of 4 equal parts, right? So here this denominator represents the total number of equal parts. Clear? Now fractions are of different types. One is proper fraction, then improper fraction, and third one is mixed fraction. Clear? And the fractions of these kind, 1/4, 2/4, 1/2, 3/4, etc. These are known as proper fractions. That is, in a proper fraction, the numerator is always less than the denominator. And what about improper fraction? In improper fraction, the numerator is always greater than the denominator. Clear? Okay, these are the examples for improper fractions. So 7/5. 7/5 means what? Here you have seen that is out of 4, 1 part. Out of 4, 2 part. Out of 4, 3 parts. But here out of 5, 7 parts. How can we represent it pictorially? Okay, let us have a look at it. If we are considering a pizza and if we are dividing it into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not exactly equal. Okay, suppose. So there are 5 equal parts. And then each part represents 1 by 5, right? This is 1 by 5, this is again 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. So, if we are considering only this part, then it is 1 by 5, right? And we are considering this part also, then it is 2 by 5, right? And if we are considering this part also, then it would become 3 by 5. If we are considering these two, then it would become 4 by 5. Then if we are considering this, it would become 5 by 5 part. And if we are considering one more this part, then it become 6 by 5, because this is one of the part 5. Okay, so it is 6 by 5. And again we are considering one more part, the same equal part. Then it would become 7 by 5, right? So we can represent 7 by 5 in this way. Okay, next third one is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is somewhat same as improper fraction. Okay, from the same figure we can express the mixed fraction. Here mixed fraction we can represent as the one whole pizza and 2 part out of 5 equal pieces, right? Then we can represent it as one whole pizza and 2 part out of 5 equal parts. Clear? So these kinds of fractions are known as mixed fractions, right? So 3 1 by 2 or 4 1 by 5. These are examples for mixed fractions. Mixed fractions we can convert into improper fractions. So let us consider this first one, 1 by 2. This mixed fraction we can convert into improper fraction as 1 into 2 plus 1. 1 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2. That is 3 by 2. Here 1 is quotient, right? Quotient into denominator plus numerator divided by denominator. In this way, we can convert a mixed fraction into a improper fraction, right? If we are considering the other example 2 1 by 3, we can write it as 2 into 3, that is quotient into denominator plus 1, 2 into 3 plus 1 divided by 3, which is equal to 6 plus 1 divided by 3, that is 7 divided by 3. So we have seen how can we convert a mixed fraction into improper fraction, and we can convert a improper fraction into mixed fraction. How? It is if we have to convert this 7 by 3 into a mixed fraction. How can we convert? We can divide 7 by 3. Then 3 2s are 6. Then what will remain? 1. This one we can express in the mixed fraction form as 2 quotients into 1 by 3. That is remainder by divisor. Clear? So 7 by 3 we can express in this way. Based on the denominators, the fractions are classified into 2. That is like fractions and unlike fractions. Like fractions means if fractions which are having same denominators, then they are known as these 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2 are known as like fractions. Here 3 of these fractions are having 2 as the denominator, right? And what are unlike fractions? Just opposite to like fractions. That is the fractions which are not having the same denominators. See, here all these 3 fractions are having different denominators. So these are examples of unlike fractions. Okay? And what is meant by equivalent fraction? How can we make an equivalent fraction? See, equivalent fraction. Okay. 1 by 2 is a fraction. Can we find the equivalent fraction of this 1 by 2? Yes, of course. If we are multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same number, then what will happen? You will get 2 by 4. Then we can say that 2 by 4 is an equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. And so can you find any other equivalent fraction for 1 by 2? Yes. If we are multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same number, any other number you can take, I am taking 3. Then what will you get? 3 divided by 6. Again, 3 by 6 is an equivalent fraction for 1 by 2. Right? So in this way, when we are multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same number, you will get an equivalent fraction for the given number. And what about this 12 by 16? Can you find the equivalent fraction for this? Yes. If we are multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 2 or by 2, then what will you get? If we are multiplying by 2 in both the numerator and denominator, you will get 24 divided by 32. Right? And if we are dividing this numerator and denominator by the same number, I am dividing this by 4. Then what will you get? 12 divided by 4 is 3 and 16 divided by 4 is 4. That is, we can find the equivalent fraction of a given number by dividing the numerator and denominator by same number. Okay, so equivalent fraction we can find out by multiplying or dividing both the numerator and denominator with the same number. Okay, now what does mean by the simplest form or lowest form of a fraction? Simplest or lowest form. Lowest form of a fraction. Let us consider the same example, 12 by 16. So we can divide both the numerator and denominator by 4, then you will get 3 by 4. Right? Here you can see both the numerator and denominator not having any common factor other than 1. Right? And if we are considering another example, 50 divided by 100. We are considering this fraction. Then how can we simplify or how can we find the simplest form of this one or lowest form of this fraction? If we are dividing both numerator and denominator by 50, then what you will get? 50 divided by 50 it is 1, 100 divided by 50 it is 2. So we can say 1 by 2 is the simplest form or lowest form of 50 by 100. How can we define a simplest form of a fraction? If both of its numerator and denominator does not have any common factor except 1. Only 1 is the common factor for both the numerator and the denominator. There would not be any other common factors for numerator and the denominator. Clear? Now let's come to addition and subtraction of fractions. Okay. Here, if the fractions are given in this way. That is, we have to find the sum of these two fractions. These fractions are like fractions, right? So in the case of like fractions, we can do the operations in the numerator directly. So here 2 plus 5 would be 7 and the denominator remains same. Right? So 2 plus 5 is 7 and the denominator is 3. Clear? Now what would be in the case of subtraction? We are considering the same example, 2 by 3 minus 5 by 3. Okay. Here also the denominator remains same, that is 3 itself. And what is the operation in the numerator? 2 minus 5. We can do the operation directly. 2 minus 5 is minus 3, that is equal to minus 1. So in the case of like fractions, we can do the operations addition and subtraction in this way. Just we have to do the operation in the numerator directly and by keeping the denominator same. Clear? This is in the case of like fractions. Right? Now, unlike fractions. Let us consider one example. 2 by 5 plus 1 by 3. Here you can see that the sum of unlike fractions we have to find. So that is, the denominators are different. So we can find the sum of this fraction, sum of this unlike fractions by two methods. First one, here we can make the denominators equal in both the denominators. If we are multiplying the first fraction by 3, then it would become 15 in the denominator. If we are multiplying it by 5, then here it will become 15, right? So we can multiply the first fraction in both the numerator and denominator by 3. Okay, plus, and in the next second fraction, we can multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 5. Then what will you get? That is 6 by 15 plus 5 by 15. That is equal to 11 by 15. This is one of the methods to find the sum of these unlike fractions. Okay. Now, in second method, we can consider its LCM. LCM of 5 and 3 is 15 because there is no common factor for 3 and 5. So, the LCM is the product of 5 and 3, that is 15, right? So, we can consider the LCM 15. And 5 undergoes in 15, 3 times 3 into 2 is 6 plus 3 undergoes in 15, 5 times 5 into 1 is 5 itself. That is equal to 11 by 15. Both the ways answer is correct, right? That is, in these two ways we can find the sum of unlike fractions. And what about the subtraction? The same example we can consider 2 by 5 minus 1 by 3. Can find the answer in both the ways. In the first method, you can make the denominators equal. So, if we are multiplying here the first fraction by 3, it would become 15. If we are multiplying the second fraction by 5, it would become 15. So, 2 by 5, we are multiplying the first fraction, both the numerator and denominator by 3 minus 1 by 3 second fraction into we are multiplying by 5 on both the numerator and the denominator. So, it is equal to 2 into 3 is 6 by 15 minus 5 by 15. That is equal to 1 by 15. And second method, LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. So, in 15, 5 undergoes 3 times 3 into 2 is 6 minus 3 undergoes in 15, 5 times 5 into 1 is 5 equal to 1 by 50. So, In this way, we can find the sum or the difference of unlike fractions. Okay students, these are all about the introduction of fractions, and all these ideas will be helpful for solving the exercise 2.1. The remaining sessions will be continued in the upcoming video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.